Hello and welcome to another episode of the FATR. I believe this is number 12. It's awful echoey where I'm sitting. Sorry about that. As you can see on the wall, we've got a new flag. The old one was kind of torn up. Gonna take the old one to my dad, who's in the Legion, and he will properly dispose of it. And this one, I believe, is properly displayed for those of you that have mentioned it in the past. So let's see what I've got for you today. All right, first on the agenda, let's talk about the schedule. Some people complain when they watch these videos, they say, Eric, where are your repair videos? Well, I think there's a couple of things happening here. Well, first of all, this is the schedule. The schedule is I post my regular videos on Mondays, the repair videos. Wednesdays is a maybe. It is for sale Wednesdays, and I normally post, the intent is to post like tool reviews and part reviews and stuff like that on Wednesdays. But I've posted full-length videos of multiple part videos that I've had in the past before I became a partner, which were longer, so I was only able to post like 10-minute segments at a time at first. So I basically took that, put it all together in one long video, was posting those on Wednesdays. I also posted just a mixed bag of things. So I'm not really going to commit to Wednesdays. And then yesterday, or actually today's Thursday that I'm shooting this, but then yesterday I didn't post anything. I didn't have anything for that particular day. So Wednesdays is up in the air. And then Fridays is the summary of the week and talking about things that are happening at EricTheCarGuy and also talking about the podcast. All that aside, the videos, the normal repair videos are posted Mondays, normal repair video, Wednesdays a maybe, and Fridays is Friday at the Red Line. So for those of you that strictly want the repair videos, you don't want to see me talk, all that kind of stuff, that's fine. Just look in on Mondays for those videos. But here's what I think is happening. Many times I'll upload a video long before it goes live. And especially lately with some of the videos that I've done in partnership with like the Airtex Corporation and BBB Industries, those need to be submitted before approval, before I put them out. So I need to wait. And I put those up there for them to view and review and all that kind of thing, and they give me the thumbs up or thumbs down on those things. So those are actually uploaded long before they're made live, which means they don't come up as new videos because they've been on my channel for a while. So that's probably where the confusion is coming in. So if you're really intent on just watching repair videos, look in on Mondays, and what I'll do is I'll make that featured video on my page. So if you go to my page every Monday, usually I get it up about noon or whatever. I usually go through comments and things first before I actually make the video live. So that should help you out there if you don't want to see these videos. But every Friday we do Friday at the Red Lines. So Friday at the Red Lines are not the only videos. It's just a question of when things are made live. So sorry about any confusion there. Moving on. Oh, got some videos for you. Before we get to that, let's talk about the podcast. Sunday, June 5th. At 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be the podcast with me and Rich Baxter from CarAndTruckTalk.com. Last week we talked about cars in the movies, and I actually had a couple of gaffes that I want to talk about real quick on that podcast. So it is a live show, and I always say that I don't know everything, and anytime you get a chance to open your mouth, you get a chance to prove that very thing. But one of the things that I'd said during the podcast that I'd like to make a correction of, which I will in this week's podcast as well, is I was talking about Smokey and the Bandit and the truck driver, and I said it was Lou Reed that was the actor that played the truck driver in Smokey and the Bandit. So wrong on that. It was Jerry Reed. Lou Reed is the guy from the Velvet Underground. Very different from Jerry Reed, the country singer. So yeah, sorry about that. And the car and Bullet was a Dodge Charger, not a Dodge Challenger. I had that wrong. You get to run in your mouth, you say things, and sometimes you don't even know what you're saying. I can see how people in the media can get into trouble real easy. Anyway, I just wanted to clear those things up. Those were brought to my attention by a very astute listener. Thank you for that, David. Let's see, moving on. Oh, things that I'm watching. Things that might interest you. One of those things is I watched the coolest car jump. Hot Wheels has their thing out. The yellow driver did this massive jump, and I believe the yellow driver, I think I saw somewhere, is actually Tanner Faust, but I'm going to post a link to that down in the description below. But cool jump with that thing. But here's the really good one that I actually spent some time with, because I went through yesterday and was looking for some videos. I hadn't had any recently sent to me. but I actually took some time to watch some videos, which is unusual for me. I know that sounds strange, but most of the time that I spend on YouTube is answering your comments and questions. Other than that, I have real little time to watch any other videos, even my friends, and I kind of feel bad about that. What I did yesterday when I was going through is I found video footage of the president's limo. I believe he was leaving an embassy base in Ireland. And as you can see in this video, his driver is going over this hump at the entrance to the embassy, but the front wheels get over, and no sooner do the front wheels get over, the whole front end drops down, and the car is like stuck on the frame, going nowhere. I've got a theory on this, because I'm not so sure, because that car had to get in and out of there before, or maybe it did, maybe it didn't, don't know. I don't exactly know how that works. But it just looks a little weird to me. So you go, and I'm doing this from a mechanic's perspective, not some sort of conspiracy or anything like that. Mechanical failure happens, or else I'd be out of a job. If you watch the footage, the car goes up over that hump, and then you hear a noise, and then the whole front end drops down. Now, I suspect, I don't know, but I suspect that uses an air suspension, much the same way like tractor trailers do, or for those of you in Europe, lorries. They ride on airbags. They don't have traditional coil springs. They don't have metal coil springs. They ride on these airbags that hold the weight of the vehicle up. So I think this presidential limo has the same setup. And I think what happened is if you look when it first goes over that bump, is those airbags got overextended, perhaps leaked out, because after the car goes over and sits down, you can see like the wheels are up inside the wheel well. I don't think it should be like that. I think it should be leveled out. So I think the president's limo lost an airbag. And that thing is heavy. I mean, that thing is an armored vehicle, make no mistake. You can shoot rockets at that thing and it's survivable. So it is wicked heavy. So that kind of inertia with that thing going up in the air could have maybe pulled those airbags apart. How about this? How about you put comments down below and you let me know what you think after watching the video, but the links are going to be posted in the description. That was probably the most interesting thing, and I got you a couple of those from two different angles, one from straight on, one from the side. So give those a look and let me know what you think happened to the president's limo. What else have we got? Oh, Top Gear in Monaco. Here's a link to that, and it looks like they're driving with their parents, driving around with them in Monaco, so that's kind of cool. I'm excited about the new season of Top Gear. I don't know about the rest of you out there, but I think Top Gear is probably one of the greatest automotive programs that ever was. For so many reasons. So many reasons. They've got it all. And I have this secret dream inside that I can one day go to Top Gear and just see the stuff there. Stand in the audience. Even better if I could rip around the track, but we'll see if that happens. But seriously, love that show. All right, so the podcast is going to be Sunday, June 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be the podcast with me and Rich Baxter. Not sure what our topic is going to be this time. We're just going to roll with it. But if you want to submit questions to the podcast beforehand, you can always submit them to talk@EricTheCarGuy.com. You can also call into the program. I'm going to post the link down at the bottom. Rich Baxter posted a really nice video about how to go through and do the Talkshoe Pro program to where you don't even need a telephone to call in. You can use computer-based things such as Skype to call into the show. But personally, I like the audience participation because it's nice to find out what you're interested in and what your questions are. I didn't get to read a question on the air last time. I'm going to try again for this time. But anything you can throw at me, you got a car question, something like that, send it to that talk@ericthecarguy.com email address, and I will answer it on the air. You can tune in for that. You can listen to past podcasts. If you go down and click on the player on the homepage of my website, you can listen to the podcast live when it comes on Sunday, but if you're interested in previous podcasts, there's also an archive of those. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm Eric the Car Guy. You can always visit me at EricTheCarGuy.com or follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and of course the podcast on the weekends. Be safe, have fun, and stay dirty. See ya, people.